Good morning to you all present over here. Last time we discussed linkage, we discussed recombination frequency, we discussed type of sex determination we discussed. Today we'll discuss what? We'll discuss sex linkage or sex linked inheritance. So come on that. Sex linked inheritance. Now, the term as suggests sex linked inheritance. So what we can say? Inheritance of some traits. Inheritance of some traits is controlled by genes of sex chromosome. So here, inheritance of some traits is controlled by genes of sex chromosome. Now we already know sex chromosome two types is there. One is autosome and one is allosome. Okay, so X and Y is sex chromosome, that is allosome. Okay, so this chromosome that is having two types, one autosome or one allosome. So it is controlled by what? Sex chromosome. Okay, now these also known as sex linked traits. What it is telling? Sex linked traits. It is also known as sex linked traits. Okay. Now, these sex linked inheritance having some type. Okay. So, what are the types are there that we have to see? So, first type is a criss-cross inheritance. So, come on that types of sex linked inheritance. And here, first type is criss cross inheritance. Now, this criss-cross inheritance means what we can say? Type of sex-linked inheritance where a parent passes the traits to their grandchild. Okay, what I told? Here what happens? The type of here, type of sex-linked inheritance where traits are passed from father to grandchild. Okay, they are passing from father to grandchild, or we can say parent, because mother also having, so parent to grandchild. Okay, so parent to grandchild of the same sex. Okay, parent to grandchild of the same sex through opposite sex. Passes from parent to grandchild through opposite sex offspring. Okay, through opposite sex of spring. Understood this? What I am telling? It is passed from parent to grandchild through the same sex through opposite sex offspring. Means what? if father is there, so father is transferring to their grandson with the help of what? Their daughter. Okay, so this is the process known as what? Crisscross inheritance. So same things is there. Mother is transferring to granddaughter with the help of their son. Okay, so these two type of things are present in crisscross inheritance. Okay, so what we can say, it is of two types. Now come on that. It is of two types. Okay, as I given this example. Okay, so first type is what? That is known as a diagynic. What is that? Diagynic. Now gyne means what? Female. Okay, so father to grandson through daughter. Here what happens? Here traits transfer from father to grandson through daughter. So this process is known as diagynic. And second one is diandric. So second is diandric. Now andric means male. Okay, so here what happens? Mother to granddaughter and with the help of son. So here what happens? Here traits transfer from mother to granddaughter through son. Okay, so this process is known as diandric, and this is also important for your medical exam. Sometime I have seen questions regarding their definition, so directly you have to understood this one. Okay, now so it is what I told, crisscross inheritance. Now second type is non crisscross inheritance, means they are generally doing. So second type is non crisscross inheritance. Okay, now this non crisscross inheritance further having two types. One is Hollandric. Hollandric. Okay, one is what? Hollandric. Now Hollandric means direct father to son. Okay, direct father to son, or we can say male to male. So here traits transfer directly from father to their son, or we can say male to male. So that is known as Hollandric, under which non crisscross inheritance. And the second one is a hologynic. So come on that. So second type is hologynic, and already we know gyne means female. So what will happen here? Direct transfer from mother to their daughter, or what we can say, female to female. So here traits transfer occur from mother to their daughter, or what we can say, or from female to female. Okay, or what we can say, from female to female. So that is known as hologynic. Understood? Now some important terms are there that you have to know. So first term is sex limited traits, that are questions asking directly from their definitions. Okay, so what is sex limited traits? Now, as these terms suggest, sex limited traits. So what it is that? Traits are expressed in particular sex. Traits are expressed in particular sex. Although other sex also contain same genes. Okay. But what happened? For their expression, they require sex hormones. I told, these traits these traits are expressed by particular sex, although other sex also contain it, but for their expression, what is needed for their expression? It needs sex hormone. Okay, it needs what? Sex hormones. So that is known as what? Sex limited traits. Now, for example, males containing mosaic, they are containing birds. Okay, female containing breast, female containing milk glands. Okay, so what we can tell, for example, mosaics and birds in human males. For example, mosaics and birds in human male. What are the sex hormone is there? Testosterone. Okay, so this is the responsible that mosaics and birds are coming in human male. Next is breast in human female. So progesterone is there. So this is the sex hormone that is responsible for breast development in human female. Okay, so what is that? These two are present. Okay, human males also having the capacity to develop breast, but since progesterone is not there, if we are injecting from outside, they will develop breast. Okay, same thing. If testosterone is inserted into human female, so in that case, mosaics and birds will come in the human female. Okay, so this is what sex limited traits. This example is important. You have to remember that questions are asking mosaic and birds in human male or breast in human female belongs to which type of traits? So that is sex limited traits. Okay, now second term is sex influenced traits. Sex influenced traits. So come on that. sex influence traits. It means what? Here, what happens? Both the sex contained the same traits. Okay, but due to dominant nature, they are expressing, and due to recessive nature, they are not expressing. So, what we can say? These traits are controlled by autosomal genes. What is that? Autosomal genes. Okay, and they require favorable conditions for expression. So, these traits are controlled by autosomal genes and can expressed when favorable conditions appear. Favorable conditions appear. So that is known as what? Sex influenced traits. Okay. Just for example, pattern baldness. Okay, someone you have seen that hair is not having. Okay, so that is known as what? Pattern baldness. If dominant, that is mostly having dominant in human males, but it can express when male sex hormone testosterone is overexcited. So what we can say, the gene of, for example, the gene of pattern baldness found in human male. Okay, so this is sex influenced traits. Okay, now here what happens, since hormones not present in female, that's why female generally don't have baldness property. So what is that? If we are coming on genotype, so this is genotype. Okay, this is genotype. One is a male and one is female. How it will come, that we have to see. Male and female. If both dominant alleles are present, in that case, male will be bald, also female will be bald. So it is baldness. Here also this is baldness. Okay, but if this will be having like that, allele opposite, capital one dominant, one recessive. In that case, what happens? Male will be bald, but female will be not baldness or baldness absent. In one more condition is there. If both in recessive condition, in that condition, baldness absent. Here also baldness absent. Okay, so in this way we are seeing that sex influenced traits, that is controlled by what? Autosomal genes. Okay, now next type is X linked genes. Now we have to see X linked genes. Next is X linked genes. Now as a term suggests, X linked genes. So X linked genes, what we can say? X chromosome. Okay, X chromosome carries allele of number of human sex linked disorders. What I told? Sex linked disorders. Okay, like color blindness, like hemophilia. Okay, so what we can say in humans, X linked chromosomes, chromosomal genes contains genetic disorder like hemophilia, color blindness, etc. Okay, so these are coming under where? X linked genes. Okay, now in X linked genes, first we will discuss what? Color blindness. That is very, very important for your medical exam. Color blindness. So here, first we'll discuss color blindness. Now, this color blindness is what? It is a recessive sex linked disorder. Okay, it is recessive sex linked disorder in which patient unable to identify red, green or blue color. What I told? Red, green or blue colors. What it is I am telling? It is a recessive. Okay, it is a, this term you have to remember. What I told that you have to remember, this is a recessive. Okay, color blindness is what? It is a recessive sex linked disorder. Recessive sex linked disorder in which patients are unable to find out the red, green or blue color respectively. What I told? Either red color, either green color, either blue color. So this is the recessive sex linked disorder or recessive sex linked trait disorder, that is color blindness. Okay, now here what happens? Only these three color, red, green or blue, they are unable to identify, but their vision is normal. Okay, so what I told? Apart from these color identification, these color identification, the patient has normal vision. Okay, so they don't have problem regarding the normal vision, only they have problem what? Red, green or blue color identification. Now sometime question asked, if a green color identification problem is there, that is known as biologically one term is there, and that term is deuteranopia. What is that? Deuteranopia. So what I told? First what I told? Green color, if green color identification problem, identification problem. So this term is known as deuteranopia. This term is important. Green color identification problem known as what? Deuteranopia. If red color is their problem, so protonopia. Red color identification problem. So it is known as protonopia. Okay, so red color identification problem known as what? Protonopia. And blue color, one more I told. So blue color identification problem. Okay, so blue color identification problem is known as a tritonopia. Okay, now these terms you have to remember. Okay, tritonopia means they are asking about blue color identification problem having in the patient. Okay, and red means protonopia. Now in the world, question if asked which is the rarest form of color blindness, so blue color identification problem, it is the rare. Okay, and the most common is red and green. Okay, most common is red and green. Now this problem identified by one card, and that card is known as Ishihara card. So what I'm telling, color blindness can be checked color blindness can be checked by, and this card name you have to remember, Ishihara card. Okay, so this is the card that check that any patient having color blindness or not. Okay, now this color blindness checked mostly in defense. Okay, mostly defense. So if any patient suffering from color blindness in defense, they will be disqualified. Okay, so this is, you have to remember, mostly where this is used, so it is mostly used in defense. Okay, defense purpose, mostly color blindness is being checked. And what is the method of checking? So that is known as Ishihara card. Okay, now already I discussed that this is happens with the help of, so if x small c, because recessive is there, and x, in this condition what will happen? This is normal but carrier female. If condition is there, x small c means both the sex chromosome contains a recessive color blind gene, in that condition this will be color blind female. Next condition, XCY. In that conditions what's happen? Color blind male. Okay, and XY means this is normal male. Okay, now numerical are asking from this, they will give the conditions hypothetically and they will ask the question. So come on, what are the questions are there? So we are coming on condition first, or we can say question first. So condition first. Now condition first is, if carrier female marries with carrier female marries with nor carrier female marries with normal male, then what will be the result of their offsprings? Understood question what I told? If carrier female means they are normal but carrying the genes for color blindness but not expressing. So if carrier female marries with normal male, what will be the result? The results of their offsprings. Okay, what will be the results of their offsprings, their child? Okay, so what is that we have to see. So come on that. So these conditions will be given in the examination and they will ask for result by the options. Okay, so you have to give attention by solving this. So condition one, what I told it is carrier female. So carrier female means